Ever notice how some older guys walk into a room and just instantly own it? They get respect without saying a word, but then there are others who, even if they're super nice, well meaning, or successful, just give off a weird vibe. Look, it's a sensitive topic, but if you care about personal growth and want real connections, we have to talk about it. Today on Stoic Pro, we're breaking down 3 subtle mistakes that unintentionally make an older man seem uncomfortable to be around. And more importantly, how to swap those habits for a presence that feels grounded, calm, and genuinely attractive. Stick with me, because getting this right can completely change how you carry yourself for the rest of your life. Mistake number 1: outcome attachment. The first major mistake is something I call outcome attachment. Basically, it's thinking you can control how an interaction goes, what someone says back, or how they feel about you. You see this all the time when a guy tries way too hard to impress. He chases too much, overcompliments, or gets visibly bummed out if a woman doesn't react exactly how he wanted. Here's the Stoic take: trying to control that stuff is a trap. Stoicism teaches us that we only control our own choices, our mindset, and our actions. We can't dictate how other people react. When your self-worth depends on external stuff, like needing someone's approval or validation, you give away your power. People can smell that subtle desperation a mile away. A stoic man brings his best self, acts with integrity, and then lets the chips fall where they may. He stays chill whether he gets praised or ignored. That kind of calm independence, it's not just peaceful, it's magnetic. The second trap is what I call past glory syndrome. This happens when an older guy leans too heavily on what he used to do instead of who he is right now. He might constantly retell stories about the good old days, casually name drop, or expect people to look up to him just because of his age or past wins. Sometimes he might brush off younger people's opinions or steer every conversation back to himself. Stoicism cuts through that ego with a simple truth: what you did in the past doesn't guarantee respect today. The Stoics remind us that character is measured in the moment, not years ago, not decades ago, but right now. Expecting attention just because of your history creates distance, not connection. A Stoic man stays humble. He listens. He's curious. He treats everyone, young or old, as someone who matters. Instead of performing or lecturing, he's just present. That humility builds trust and makes people feel seen, which is way more attractive than any story about who he used to be. The third and biggest deal breaker is emotional instability, letting your reactions run the show. This shows up as getting irritated easily, acting insecure, getting jealous, or having mood swings. It might look like taking things too personally, snapping at people, or thinking neutral comments or attacks. Stoicism is all about emotional discipline. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, they all preached mastering your impulses. An older man who loses his cool often comes across as unpredictable or overly sensitive, which makes things super awkward for everyone else. It shows a lack of internal control, no matter how old he is. The Stoic goal isn't to be a robot with no feelings. It's emotional regulation. It means feeling the emotion, but not letting it hijack your behavior. It means responding with clarity instead of reacting out of fear or anger. A man who keeps his composure under pressure, who pauses before speaking, who chooses stability over impulse. That's the guy people trust and respect. If this hit home for you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Book Nestle for more Stoic wisdom designed for men who want to evolve into stronger, calmer, more grounded versions of themselves. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What behaviors have you noticed in yourself or others? And what Stoic ideas help you handle social situations? I'd love to hear your take.